The transition from Bo to Mo as head coach at Michigan went very smoothly, and the transition on the Wolverines coaching staff went just as smoothly. The former Schembechler staff remained in place, and there was only one addition to the permanent staff. Jim Herrmann moved from a volunteer assistant into a regular slot as inside linebackers coach. And the fact of the matter is that Herrmann's presence at Michigan is nothing new. He played at inside linebacker in the 80 through 82 seasons and has been on the fringes of the program ever since graduation. Now he's where he wants to be. But the transition from player to coach was not without its problems.
Yeah, my first year it was difficult because all the guys who were on the team were my teammates. And I had to go in and sit in that staff room and listen to them getting chewed out. And that was really hard for me to go back and then see them in a different light as a coach now and not as a friend. And I think that's the big transition that you have to make. And then as you come up through the ranks and now you recruited players, now they become the kids that you recruited and you want to coach. So I think that's the big transition as a young coach getting into football as a GA.
While the transition was difficult, it also provided Herrmann with a built-in advantage in dealing with the players he was coaching.
One of the things I always tell my guys is, hey, you're not going through anything I didn't go through. I've had those problems. I've had those pressures. I've had final exams. I know what doubles are like. So I can identify with them in that way. And I think sometimes they can, they feel good about that they know somebody's gone through it and kind of understand what they're going through. And it's tough, for them.
Now it's tough for Herrmann. He's a full-time coach in a high-profile program that is expected to win. And he's also in the middle of the Bo to Mo transition. But according to this lifelong Wolverine, there is very little change at all.
Mo is a lot like Bo is. I think we get down to business a little bit sooner because Bo kind of like to BS a little bit and get things riled up and get guys riled up between each other, and sometimes Mo likes to get things started. But for the most part, it's the same. And for me, it's I finally got that seat up on the main table, and I'm not sitting off on the side. So I think that for me is exciting.
So according to Jim Herrmann, Mo likes to get down to business a little quicker, huh?
Well, I don't know if that's, I guess that's true a little bit. A little more nervous. I guess I don't feel quite as comfortable as Bo did at times. But
it's nice to have guys, though, that you've coached to move on up to the staff, because you don't have to indoctrinate them. You've already got them within the system, and that's Jim Herrmann, isn't it?
Yeah, there's two things there, Jim. Number one, he's an excellent coach, and he's going to be a very fine coach. He's in the right profession, really enjoys it. And plus, it's nice to have a Michigan man there. The more Michigan people you have there, that's special, too, because they can relate to the kids.
And it's great for you, too, because, like you said, it's great to have a Michigan guy back there, because you don't want somebody coming in from another program. You got to make sure everything's okay, everybody feels comfortable, confident. He's one of us.
Exactly. And he knows what's expected of the players, and as he said, he's been through it, so that's really a help. And he's doing a very fine job.